Hello everyone, I hope that you all are fit and fine, and let me tell you that I'm completely fine as well. Finally, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India has come up with the new scheme 2023 and the new syllabus which is going to be applicable from 1st of July 2023 onwards and will be asked in the May 24 or June 24 examination onwards. May 24 examinations for CA Inter and CA Final students and June 2024 examinations for the CA Foundation students, and I'm really pleasantly surprised because ICAI has already come up with so much content relating to the new course yesterday itself, that is on the CA Day celebrations. ICAI has released the prospectus, it has released the syllabus, and in almost all the subjects, it has also released the study material for the new course. They have released the transition scheme, that is how will the old course students transition to the new course, and finally they have answered the frequently asked questions of the students. And let me tell you, almost all the frequently asked questions have been answered by ICAI yesterday. Sir, why are you telling almost all the questions? Because Kanna, there are still a few questions that remain a mystery till date, especially about the exemption scheme. That is, how will the passing marks, exemption, and passing group of the old scheme get carried forward to the new scheme? That is still not fully answered by ICAI, but don't worry, that also we are going to discuss here, and what could be the possible answers for those questions, that also we are going to discuss. Kanna, there is so much content relating to the ICAI new scheme, and it is practically not possible to discuss each and everything in a single video itself. Hence, what I have decided is that I will make a multiple part series about the ICAI new scheme. This is the first part of that series, and in different videos, I am going to discuss different topics. So after this, so many other videos are also going to come about the ICAI new scheme. Hence, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that whenever a new video drops, you will get a notification and you can immediately watch that particular video. And I am also pleasantly surprised that from the past 1 week, I had told that I will respond to your comments. And so many of you have commented on my videos. There have been more than 500 comments in the past few videos on my channel. Hence, from this video also, I am going to respond to your comments. So whatever questions you have or whatever you feel about this video, please let me know in the comment section below, and I will surely try to respond with whatever knowledge I have. If at all so many students are commenting on a single topic, I will also try to come up with a separate video answering those comments. Fine. Now, let me start with the topic of this particular video, and the topic is frequently asked questions relating to the transition scheme. Hence, FAQs have been released by ICAI. I would divide the FAQs into two parts. First part is for the new students, that is, the students who are first time entering the CA course. They should see the first part of the FAQs. In this video, I am not going to discuss that. In this video, I am going to discuss only the frequently asked questions which come up in the mind of the old course students who are going to transition from the old course to the new course. Okay, so in the institute website, the FAQs have been released. Fine. And those FAQs we are going to discuss from page number 17 onwards, that is relating to the transition scheme. So let us discuss the frequently asked questions relating to the transition scheme of ICAI. So question number 1. Sir, how will I convert to the new scheme of education and training? You would be able to convert to the new scheme through self-service portal without any conversion fees. If you have not ordered the study material, you may make the requisition for study material under the new scheme without making any payment. If you have already taken study material, you have to pay extra 500 rupees in case of foundation course or 1000 rupees in case of inter and final course. So how will the old students get converted into new scheme? Answer is, you have to go to your self-service portal and you can convert from old course to new course. If you have not ordered the study material, you can order it in the new syllabus free of cost. If you have already ordered the study material, you have to pay extra 500 rupees or 1000 rupees as the case may be to order the new course study material. You get my point? Next question. I have registered for foundation course under the old scheme. What will be the validity of my foundation course after the conversion to the new scheme? So if you have already applied for foundation in the new course, what will be the validity of the course? Answer is after conversion to the new scheme, your foundation course will be valid for 4 years from the first eligible attempt in the foundation scheme, that is June 2024 examination. So even if you are an old student who is getting converted into new scheme, your new scheme course will be valid for 4 years from June 2024. So June 2024, 2025, 26, 27, 28. So till end of June 2028, your foundation course will be valid. Registration will be valid. Next. Sir, I have registered for intermediate course under the old scheme. What will be the validity of my intermediate course registration after conversion to the new scheme of training? So if you have already registered for inter, what will be the validity in the new scheme? Answer is it will be valid for 5 years from the date of conversion. So when you convert from old scheme to new scheme, from that date onwards till 5 years, the new scheme registration will be valid. Okay. Next. I have registered for final course under the old scheme. What will be the validity of my final course registration? Similar to inter rules, if you register for final or convert from old scheme to new scheme in final, then your validity is 10 years from the date of conversion. So when you convert to the new scheme, till 10 more years it will be valid. Sir, what if I don't convert? Answer is if after the November 2023 examination, till that, if you are not able to convert to the new scheme, you will automatically get converted. And from that date onwards, for 5 or 10 years, as the case may be, your validity will last. Fine. Next. Sir, I have passed either or both groups of intermediate examination under the old scheme and I have not started my practical training on or before 30th June. How will I continue the CA course? So let us. So what all? What type of students are covered in this particular question? Answer is who have passed either single group or both groups of inter. Okay, and till now they have not started their practical training. For them, what they should do? You would be required to pass the remaining group or papers of intermediate examination if not passed both the groups. Hence, first you have to clear both the groups of intermediate. After passing both the groups of intermediate, you may commence practical training of 2 years after undergoing ICAI TSS. So Kanna, before this video, I had released the FAQs on articleship in which I estimated what will be the frequently asked questions for about the students, and I had answered those questions. And let me tell you, all those facts that I told you in that particular video, all my estimation has come true in this particular FAQ also. Hence, if you have not joined articleship till 30th June, now in the new course, if you have to join articleship, you can only join articleship if you have passed both the groups of inter and also finished your ICI TSS, that is ITTN orientation program. Fine. Next. Sir, I have registered for intermediate course through direct entry route and commenced the practical training on or before 1st of February 2023. How will I continue the CA course? So direct entry students who have started their practical training before 1st February, what they should do? Your first eligible attempt for intermediate exam will be November 2023. So if you have registered for articles before 1st of February, you are eligible to write the examination, that is intermediate examination, in November 2023 attempt. Correct? Which will be as per the syllabus of old scheme. So November 23 examination obviously will be as per old scheme. So you will continue with the 3-year practical training. So if you have already registered for articles, for you 3 years only is applicable. 3-year practical training is applicable. After passing both the groups of intermediate examination, you will register for final course under the new scheme and become eligible for appearing in final examination after fulfilling the below criteria. Completion of practical training, or or serving the last 6 months of practical training, completion of advanced ICITSS, qualifying self-paced module set A and set B, qualifying self-paced module set C and or set D as applicable. If in November 2023 examination you pass both the groups, you will be exempted from set C and set D. You will, if group 1 you have to qualify set C and set D. Group 2 you will have the option to choose from set C or set D. None of the groups you will have to qualify set C and set D. So what are they trying to tell? Very very important point, Kana. If you have joined practical training before 1st of February, you can write in November 23 examination. Correct? If you write in November 2023 examination, your practical training already would have started. So when can you appear for final? You can appear for final if you have passed both groups of intermediate, if you have completed your advanced ICI TSS course, if you have completed the self-paced online module that is applicable to you, and also if you have completed at least 2.5 years of your articleship. That is, as per the old scheme, articleship only will be applicable to you. 2.5 year of your articleship you have to complete, and you can be eligible for writing the final examination. Now, very, very important, the exemption relating to self-paced online module. See here, if you have cleared both the groups of Inter, okay, you need not give set C and set D of self-paced online module. It is fully exempt for the students who have cleared both groups of intermediate till November 2023 examination. If you have cleared only group 1, then you have to qualify set C and set D. So if you have only passed group 1, both set C as well as set D of self-paced online module, you have to compulsory clear. Okay. Then if you have passed group 2 only, if you have passed group 2, then you will have an option. What option? You can choose set C or set D. So one will be exempt and one you have to complete. Fine. Sir, what about set A and set B? Set A and set B will, however, be compulsory for the students. Okay. Now I am talking only about the people who are joined in intermediate and commence their articles on 1st of February onwards. Now, Karna, let us discuss the next question. I have registered for intermediate course through direct entry route and commenced the practical training of 3 years after 1st of February. How will I continue the CA course? So if you have commenced the practical training after 1st February, then you will not be eligible for November 2023 examination. You will only be eligible for what? May 2024 examination. So let us read. Your first eligible attempt for CA Inter will be May 2024, which will be as per the new scheme of education and training. Hence, there is no parallel attempt, Kana. If you pass in November, or if your November attempt is applicable, then it will be as per existing scheme. From May 24, it will be as per new scheme. There will not be any single attempt where both old scheme and new scheme will run side by side. This I had already told you in the past itself, and now that has been confirmed by ICAI. Okay. So you will continue your 3-year practical training, and after passing both the groups of intermediate, you will register for final course under the new scheme and become eligible for final examination after fulfilling the below criteria. Completion of practical training on or before the last day of preceding month or serving the last 6 months. Then successful completion of advanced ICI TSS qualifying self-paced online modules. So what are they telling? Sir, your intermediate first time you are going to write in May 2024. It is what? Inter first attempt. Intermediate first attempt. And articleship you have joined. You have joined. In such case, what will be your position? In such case, your articleship will continue as it is. For how many years, Kana? 3 years articleship. Since you have already joined articles, your articleship will be for 3 years. Now, how will you appear for final examination? First, you have to complete both groups of intermediate. 2 groups. Okay. Then you have to complete advanced ICI TSS. Then you have to complete self-paced online module, and all the 4 self-paced online module you have to complete. and you have to complete at least 2.5 years of your articleship. After finishing all this only, you will be able to appear for final exams. You get my point? So both groups of intermediate, ICAI TSS, advanced ICAI TSS, self-paced online modules, and 2.5 years of articleship. Then you can write your final exams. Now, next question. Sir, I have already registered for intermediate course through direct entry scheme, and I have not commenced my practical training on or before 30th June. How can I continue the CA course? So you have registered through direct entry route and you have not joined articleship till 30th June. So what you should do? Let us see. On or after 1st July, you will have to convert to the new scheme. Then your journey as the in the CA course will be as under. After completion of 8 months of study period from the date of registration in intermediate course, you will be eligible for to appear in Inter. Pass both the groups of Inter, undergo ICITSS, register for final, commence practical training, qualify self-paced online module, undergo advanced ICITSS, and then appear in final. So what are they telling? Earlier, direct entry students could join articleship as soon as the college ends without writing intermediate. Correct? But now the position has changed. You can join articleship only after finishing the both groups of intermediate. And for intermediate, you need at least 8 months study period. Hence, from if you have joined recently in direct entry and if you have not started your articleship, then what you have to do? Then you have to wait. You have to first finish your uh, both groups of intermediate by passing the May 2024 examination. After you clear both groups of intermediate and complete ITT and orientation, that is ICI TSS, after that only you can join articleship, that is 2 year articleship. During the 2 year articleship, you have to complete self-paced online module, all the four. After articleship, you have to wait for at least 6 months. During the 6 months, you have to complete advanced ICI TSS. And after that only you will be able to write the final examination. You get my point? Next. Sir, I had registered for intermediate course through foundation route. So foundation route students appeared in intermediate examination but could not clear any of the groups of intermediate examination. Therefore, I converted to direct entry route and started my practical training on or before 30th June. Started the practical training on or before 30th June. How will I convert the CA course? So, who are these students? Who first registered in foundation, then wrote their intermediate, then wrote their, okay, first registered for foundation route, then appeared in inter examination. It means what? They have already cleared their foundation examination, then appeared for inter, but they could not clear the inter. So they converted to direct entry and joined articleship. So that during articleship itself, they will write their intermediate examination. So now what is their position? Since you have already appeared in the inter examination, you would have completed 8 months of study period under foundation route itself. Therefore, you are eligible for November 2023 attempt. So such students can join the November 2023 exams and write the exams. You will continue your 3 years practical training. Hence, articleship will be for 3 years. After passing both the groups of inter, you will register for final under the new scheme and you can write the final examination after completing 6 months of practical, in the last 6 months of practical training, that is after completing at least 2.5 years of practical training, successfully completing the advanced ICITSS and qualifying the self-paced online modules. Okay, next. Sir, whether group wise or paper wise exemption will be granted under the new scheme if a candidate has passed a group or has acquired an exemption or in a paper under the old scheme of education and training. So this is only the burning question of the students, and I already told you that some questions or of the students have remained unanswered by ICAI. So what has ICAI told? The requisite exemptions would be granted under the new scheme of education and training. So ICAI is telling, yes, we will give exemptions. However, for further details, an announcement will be made separately. So for what subject? what exemption will be given, that has not been announced by ICAI as of now. However, don't worry, regarding the exemption scheme, I will try to make out a separate video in which I will discuss what and all subjects if you clear, you will get an exemption or you can carry forward those passing marks to the next attempt or in the new scheme. That separate video I will release, so stay subscribed to watch that particular video as well. Sir, I have passed both the groups of inter examination and started my practical training of 3 years. So both groups inter clear and started articleship. Whether I would be required to qualify self-paced online module before appearing for the final examination. So before final, should I qualify the self-paced online module? Let us see. Set C and Set D would be exempt for such students. So see Kanna, as per my understanding, after reading all these frequently asked questions, what I have gathered position is there are 4 self-paced online module, correct? Set A, B, C and D. If you pass group 1 of final, your set A will get exempt. If you pass group 2 of final, your set B will get exempt. If you pass group 1 of intermediate, you will not get any exemption in set C of intermediate, I am telling. Intermediate, you will not get any exemption. As per my understanding, I feel that exemption should be given if you pass at least one group of intermediate in either set C or set D, but in the FAQs it is given otherwise. So if group 1 of intermediate you clear, no exemption will be given. However, if you clear group 2 of intermediate, then you can choose either set C or set D, and you need to qualify either set C or set D. One of them will be exempt and one of them you can choose and complete. Sir, what if we clear both groups? If you clear both groups, 1 and 2 of inter, then you need not give set C and also you need not give set D. You get my point? So if you pass in group 1 of CA final, you need not give set A. If you pass in group 2 of CA final, you need not give set B. If you pass in both groups of intermediate, set C and set D also not applicable. I am talking about CA intermediate of old scheme, okay, not new scheme. If you pass CA intermediate, 8 subjects. I am talking about 8 subjects CA intermediate, then you need not give set C and set D. If you pass only first group of inter, you have to give both set C and set D. If you pass group 2 of inter, then you have to give either set C or set D. You get my point? Next. Hence, set C and set D would be exempted. If appearing May 24 final examination, you can qualify mandatory modules set A and set B after passing the final exam, but before applying the membership of the institute. Now, one more relief that is given by ICAI for the final students. If you are writing in May 24 examination, CA final, May 24 examination, then in case of set A and set B, you obviously have to clear set A and set B, but you can do this after writing your examination also, but before applying for membership. But this is only for May 24 final students who have converted from old scheme to new scheme. If you are joining final examination in new scheme only, then set A and set B would be required to qualify before the final examination. Fine. So from old scheme to new scheme, if you have converted to final, then if you are writing final in May 2024, you can complete set A and set B of self-paced online module after the examination, but before applying for membership. However, sir, what about November 24 student? For November 24 student, whether you are old student or you are new student, no exemption. For November 24 examination, whoever the student may be, if self-paced online module is applicable to you, you have to complete it before your exams only. Before your exams only. Hence, if you are suppose if you are an old student converted to new scheme, if you are writing in May 24 examination, my advice is when the exam ends and when the results come, in between that time, you finished set A and set B self-paced online module. Okay. Next. Thereafter, in unsuccessful in May 24 examination, you would be eligible subsequent final exam only after qualifying mandatory module set A and set B. That is from November 2024 examination onwards, you can write the exams only after qualifying set A and set B of self-paced online module, if at all it is applicable. Next. Sir, I have passed one group of intermediate and commenced the practical training of 3 years. I will pass the balance group in November 2023 and I will become eligible to appear in final May 2024 under the new scheme. Whether I would be required to qualify self-paced online module? Answer is, what are they telling? Sir, I have already joined, you have already joined articleship and by November 2023, you will pass both the groups. Okay. And May 2024 is your first final attempt. Then what will be the position? Answer is set C and set D will be totally exempt and set A and set B you can write after writing the May 24 exams also, but before applying for membership. Okay. However, as I told you earlier, for November 24 examination onwards, you have to compulsorily finish the self-paced online module before the exams. Next, sir, I have passed group 1 of final exams or will pass group 1 in November 2023. How will I continue the course? Since you have passed group 1, you would have already undergone advanced ICAI TSS, correct? Because advanced ICAI TSS is before final examination. You will be required to appear in group 2 under the new scheme and you would be exempt to qualify self-paced online module set A, set C and set D and you can apply for membership after passing group 2, passing self-paced online module set B and completion of balance practical training if any. Now very important for CA final examination, if you have cleared in group 1 in old scheme, then you need not write group 1 in new scheme. So group 1 will get carry forward. Group 1 in old scheme if you have cleared, group 1 in new scheme you need not write. Similarly, group 2 in old scheme if you have cleared, group 2 in new scheme you need not write. So huge revelation by ICAI that group wise exemption will be given from old scheme to new scheme for CA final students. Fine. And what did I tell you? If you have passed both groups of intermediate, then set C and set D is exempt. If you have passed first group, then set A is also exempt. So what is remaining? Set B. Set B alone you have to qualify and then you can apply for membership. So see here, set B you have to pass, then you have to pass group 2 and you have to complete the practical training, then you can apply for membership. Next, sir, I have passed group 2 of the final examination or I will pass group 2 in November 2023. How will I continue the course? Since you have passed group 2, you would have undergone the advanced ICITSS. You will be required to appear in group 1 of the final examination under the new scheme. Hence, if you have cleared group 2, you need not write group 2 once again or you need not write any subject in group 2 once again in the final examination. Okay. Similarly, set B, set C and set D is fully exempt for the final group 2 cleared students. Only set A will be applicable and that also if they are appearing in May 24, they can do it after their examination but before the membership also, as I told you earlier. Okay. Sir, I have passed either or both groups of intermediate examination in or before November 22 examination and started practical training by 30th April. When will I be eligible for final? So what are they telling? Before November 22 itself, you have cleared your intermediate, either one group or both groups, and you have started your articleship before 30th of April, on or before 30th of April. So your first eligible attempt for final exam will be November 2025 examination after fulfilling below criteria. Complete at least 2.5 years of articleship. That is, in the last 6 months of articleship, you can appear for final. Qualify the self-paced online module, set A and set B. Complete the advanced ICAI TSS. So clear the intermediate, okay, by November 2023, both groups. Then in the last 6 months of articleship, you can write the CA final examination, qualify set A and set B. Since you would have passed both groups in the old scheme itself, set C and set D will be exempt. A and B only you have to write. Next. Sir, I have passed either of the groups of CA intermediate in November 2022 examination, or I will pass in May 2023 examination, and I have not commenced practical training yet. When will I be eligible for final examination? So who are we talking about now? You have passed any one group of intermediate, okay, but you have not started practical training. So now what you have to do? Obviously, now you can start your practical training only after passing both the groups, correct? So complete both the groups, start your practical training. If you are starting your practical training from 1st July onwards, complete 2 years of practical training, then complete all the self-paced online modules as applicable to you. Finish the advanced ICATSS, complete the 6 months study period, and then appear for final examination. Fine. If you have passed both groups of intermediate before itself, set C and set D, both of them will be exempt, as I told you earlier. Sir, I have registered for foundation, intermediate, and final course under the old scheme of education and training, and validity is expiring before November or December 2023 examination. So before November 23 or December 23 examination, your validity is going to expire. Now what to do? How can I revalidate my registration under old scheme for being eligible in November 23 or December 23 examination? You would be allowed to revalidate your registration for foundation, inter, or final under the old scheme by paying the revalidation fee before submitting the exam form for November 23 or December 23 examination. So this was the doubt of so many students who had asked me in the comment section below. Sir, my validity is going to expire before November or December 23 examination. What to do, sir? Should I extend my validity now itself, or should I wait and extend my validity? Hence, the student who have still not extended their validity need not worry. Before filling the exam form for November 23 and December 23 examination, you can revalidate by paying that revalidation fee. You can extend your validity and you will be able to appear in November 23 and December 23 examination. Fine. Next. Sir, I have registered for foundation, intermediate, or final course under any of the earlier schemes and validity has already expired. How can I continue CA course? Sir, my validity has already expired. Now what should I do? You would be required to convert to the new scheme through self-service portal without any conversion fee. If you have not ordered the study material earlier, you can make requisition for study material under the new scheme without making any payment. If you have already taken the study material, you may order the study material under the new scheme after paying 500 rupee or 1000 rupee fees as the case may be. Hence, if your validity has already expired, then you cannot write the November 23 or December 23 examination. So what you have to do? You have to convert to the new scheme. After you convert to the new scheme, if you have not ordered the study material, you can order it free of cost. If you have already ordered the study material, then if you want new study material, then pay 500 rupees or 1000 rupees extra as the case may be and get the new study material, and you can appear only in May 24 exams. You cannot appear in November 23 or December 23 if your validity has already expired. Fine. Next. Sir, I have started my practical training. How many leaves will I be permitted? If you have already started your practical training up to 30th June, 156 days. As usual, you will get 156 days leave and it will be 3-year practical training. Sir, I have commenced practical training of 3 years under the old scheme, will my practical training get reduced to 2 years after implementation of new scheme? Answer is no. If you have already registered for 3 year practical training, then it will be 3 years only. It will not get converted into 2 years. And here there are so many students who have terminated their articleship and now they want to rejoin their articleship. So they are having a doubt whether if we join articleship once again now, whether it will be 2 years or 3 years. See, as per my understanding, the institute has written commenced practical training. Commenced means what? Started. So even if you have terminated your articleship, you would have commenced, that is, started your articleship in the old regime only. Correct? That is 3 year period. Hence, for you, even if you have terminated and rejoin the articleship, for you, 3 years only will be applicable. That is my understanding for all the students who have terminated. I can be wrong. If I am wrong, I will surely inform it in my Telegram channel or an Instagram page. So please stay updated with Telegram and Instagram also. For sure, I will inform. But as per my understanding, even if you have terminated your articleship, you can rejoin articleship, correct? But that will be as per the 3 years period only. Whatever existing period you have completed, that will be counted, and now further period will be counted as if 3 years should be completed, correct? Since you have already commenced practical training of 3 years under the old scheme, after signing the articleship deed with your principal, you would continue to undergo 3 year training. Sir, I have commenced the practical training of 3 years under the old scheme. When will I be eligible for final? Answer is pass both the group of intermediate, complete advanced ICAI TSS, complete at least 2.5 years of articleship, and you can start your final examination. Also complete the self-paced online module. Next, sir, I have undergone orientation or an ITT under old scheme. Do I need to undergo it again? Answer is not required. Old scheme, if you have already undergone, new scheme, you are exempt from undergoing ICAI TSS. Sir, I have already undergone MCS and advanced ITT. Do I need to undergo advanced ICAI TSS again? Answer is that is also not required. If you have already undergone the training, you need not undergo once again. Next. Sir, I have undergone only one, that is either OC or ITT under the old scheme. What should I do? Answer is what you have undergone that you need not undergo in the new scheme. What is remaining that you undergo in the new scheme. Correct? Next, sir, I have undergone only one, that is either MCS or advanced ITT. Similarly, even in case of advanced ICI TSS, if you have only finished ITT, advanced ITT, you need not do it once again. If you have only finished MCS, you need not do it once again. What is remaining that you complete in the new scheme? Next, sir, I have not appeared for final examination under old scheme and now I have been converted to new scheme. Do I need to undergo advanced ICA TSS before appearing in final examination? Answer is yes. Before appearing in final, you have to complete your advanced ICI TSS. Sir, I am a student under old scheme and I have not undergone OC and ITT. Do I need to undergo ICI TSS? Answer is if you have started practical training, then you are exempt from undergoing ICI TSS. Means very old students who had started your practical training many years back. For them, it was not compulsory to undergo orientation and ITT to start their articleship. Hence, those students need not do ITT and orientation now also. They are exempt. Sir, I am a student under the old scheme and I have started my practical training without undergoing orientation or ITT as it was not mandatory. Okay, once again. First, I am a student under old scheme and I have not undergone orientation and ITT. Do I need to undergo? Okay, and next scheme, it is telling that I have commenced the practical training. Do I need to undergo? See, listen here. Orientation course and ITT. If you have not done orientation course and ITT, if you have not done, then if you have still not joined practical training, that is articleship, then you have to complete both and then only you can join articleship. Sir, if you have not done orientation and ITT and if you have already joined articleship, then you need not do orientation and ITT. Hence, if practical training you have not joined, you have to complete. If you have already joined, you need not complete. As I told you a few minutes back. Okay, so these were all the frequently asked questions for the transition scheme students. I know this video has become quite a lengthy one, but it was required so that there could be a detailed discussion, and the other aspects of the new scheme we will be discussing in the future videos. So make sure to stay subscribed, and whatever your further doubts you have, please let me know in the comment section below. I will try to respond as soon as I can. See you in the next video, dear. Till then, take care. Bye bye.